some aggressive opportunities.
Oh, always. Even without boots or through space and time, you know he's going to be trying to look all over the map. I love that. That's what I'm talking about when I was talking about his you know, ability to play loose in game one. If Bobby hits that freeze and then into the through space and time, he comes through the portals, follows up. Shards of Ice was ready for inbound as well. So I love that play. Just because inbound misses the freeze doesn't mean he should hesitate on the next CC. And this is the Titan, then red buff, then Fire Giant.
I think I would swap the Titan and the red buff.
Really? You'd rather have red than the kill on the Titan? I mean, obviously junglers would rather have speed. That's unquestionable.
Yeah, no, man, it just doesn't feel the same if I don't have red buff.
That danger in Barrage. I mean, imagine being Dr. L or Hamster, like, is this man serious? Is he really going to shoot this at us? And then you get knocked up and stunned at the same time, and you go, oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt a lot.
That was burst damage and then some from Astral Authority. Love the team play there. They don't get a whole lot off of it. Surprised that they don't even try for Gold Fury? It was a 2 for 0.
Veronic maybe a little bit too poked out, and without through space and time could have been maybe slightly harder to confirm. But speaking of which, this one might come a little bit easier. Mr. White loses his purification beads and his life. Inbound though could end up falling to the same fate, but I'm the Hamster still level 6 here. That taunt is just not with enough points to keep inbound held in spot long enough for Dr. L to help out.
That was all inbound there because he's forced the ultimate for Mr. White earlier with a really nice ultimate, or wall, excuse me, by the Gold Fury. Oracles, just good damage from Kobe there. This is what you want to see from your Hunter player. Already Kobe playing with infinitely more confidence than he had in game one. And being off to a 2-0-2 start certainly doesn't hurt in that regard, but already a better showing from AA.
Even his ability placement has been better in this game already. Like the knockups. Both of the knockups that have been involved with team engagements have gone in Astral Authority's favor because Kobe landed his ability.
Exactly, that's big, and that's why I think we've seen him primarily on CC heavy hunters. You know, the Neath comes to mind. Even the Apollo can set up for his teammates at times, but just really more lends himself to that split pushing ability and pressuring the rest of the map out. I think that this is the right sort of god for Kobe. Asking him, you know, is he going to be your hyper carry hunter? No, it's just not his playstyle. He wasn't a hyper carry mid laner last year on this Astral Authority squad, and that's okay. You don't need 5 hyper carries. Nice double freeze. As soon as the time comes through, and of course, clips the opposition. This time Fatal Strike will do the do. Layers gets one, inbound to the other. This Ymir looking great so far for Astral.
That was hot.
That was really nice.
That was great wall placement, great freeze timing, Veronic with an awesome through space and time, and the style portal to cut them off from their only escape route up towards the red buff. It just could not have gone better.
This is Astral Authority operating at near peak capacity. Kobe did throw away the beads a little bit on the right-hand side, but still not worried about it because Astral's off to a huge early lead. 4,000, nearly 5,000 experience, 3,000 gold now. This is before any Gold Fury attempts.
It's a much more distinct lead as well in comparison to game one, where things felt way more even between the two teams. Sure, Astral Authority had a couple of early picks, but it didn't feel as though the game was super heavily in their favor. And then, of course, with Elevate bringing it back in the mid to late, it was just really hard to figure out who was going to take that one home. But this is looking great for Astral.
Ooh, big damage there on the Mr. White from Layers. This is what Achilles Jungle does best. Just goes aggressive in the early game, gets his hands dirty in the early game. It's 2-0-4, but a part of 6 of AA's 7 kills. That's how you draw it up as Achilles Jungle, and it's worked out so far for Astral Authority. And now they're going to go for the Gold Fury for the first time. Now Elevate has Ward Vision, and Layers is going towards speed buff instead of sticking around and trying to make this one happen. So we know, we already went over where speed buff is, over the Titan, and certainly it seems over Gold Fury priority as well.
Well, I'm the Hamster. He'll be happy to have just about anything right now. He's still sitting at level 8, just drastically further behind everybody else on Astral Authority, much less his own team even. And you're going to start to notice some of the struggles that Elevate are probably going to face. Even though Defender of Olympus is an excellent ultimate to have, it's only so effective when you have a level 8 Athena behind it.
It's true. Not a lot of protection there coming for or via I Am the Hamster. Has a sovereignty though, so actually more effective protections right now than inbound because of inbound's Gauntlet of Thieves start, but just because of the level difference for inbound. Ymir getting incredible health per level, incredible physical protection per level, some of the best in the game in both of those categories. So you can kind of utilize, take the early hit on the unstacked Gauntlet of Thebes because of the level advantage that he has so far. So I really like that understanding of what your character's strengths are. One of Ymir's strengths, that his base stats, man, they're really, really good.
Those in-hands even can swing pretty hard at usually this area of the game.
All right,
it
not
starts
trolling.
to fall off a little bit later.
Not trolling. Solo lane, Hunter's Blessing
Ymir. No.
It's incredible. I Am the Hamster feeling the hurt here. Wall in the perfect spot yet again. Crits coming through from Kobe. Shards of Ice charged up and detonated as well. All of Astral just kind of playing around inbound right now, and for good reason. He's been a part of everything for them so far. Literally 8 kills, 1 kill, 7 assists for the Ymir support. As Dr.